Hello everyone, welcome to New Wave Coaching Class for Mathematics. This is your host Jatin. Today we are going to discuss our chapter 15 probability by solving some of the questions of the optional exercise, that is exercise 15.2. So without wasting time, let's start with exercise 15.2. Now in the first question it is given that there are two customers, Shyam and Ekta, which go to the market, and they are visiting a particular shop in the same week, that is from Tuesday to Saturday. Now each is equally likely to visit the shop on any day as on the other day. What is the probability that both will visit the shop on the same day, consecutive days, or the different days? So before we find out the probability of the different parts, let us first take the sample space. Now we know that there are two persons, Shyam and Ekta. Both can go on the same day. So now we have the days from Tuesday to Saturday. Now the sample space for this question will be something like this. Now the first question, that Shyam can go on Tuesday and Ekta can also go on Tuesday, right? Or Shyam can go on Tuesday and the Ekta can go on Wednesday. Then we can have that Shyam can go on Tuesday and the Ekta can go on Thursday. Then can we have Tuesday and Friday, and finally we can have Tuesday and Saturday. Similarly, Shyam can go on Wednesday and Ekta can go on Tuesday. So then we can have Wednesday for both. Then we can have Wednesday, Thursday. Then we can have Wednesday, Friday, and then we can have Wednesday, Saturday. Similarly, then we can have Thursday and Tuesday, Thursday and Wednesday, Thursday and Thursday, Thursday and Friday, Thursday and Saturday. Then we can have Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Friday, and Friday, Saturday. And finally, we can say that Shyam goes on Saturday and the Ekta can go on Tuesday. Then we can have Saturday and Wednesday. Then we can have Saturday and Thursday. Then we can have Saturday and Friday, or both can go on Saturday. So this is the sample space. See, making the sample space is very important while doing the probability question. If it is possible, you should make the sample space of the question, right? Now, the first part they say the same day. We need to find, now here the total outcomes. If you see carefully, the total outcomes are 25. Now the first part, probability of same day, right? So now the probability of the same day, obviously we write the formula, that is favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, right? Now the favorable outcomes. Now we know we have to find same day. So same day is this, and this. It means it is 5. And the total is 25. So we get the probability as 1 by 5, right? Now let's see the second part, that is consecutive days. Now again we are at the formula same, right? Now consecutive days means one goes on Tuesday, other on Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, or Saturday, Friday. These are also consecutive. It doesn't matter who goes first, which days comes first, but these are consecutive. So we have consecutive this one and this one, right? Then we can say Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday and Wednesday. Then we have Thursday, Friday, and Friday, Thursday, and then we have Friday, Saturday, and Saturday, Friday. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So that is 8 upon 25, right? Then finally the third part. They say P of different days. So we have the formula. This is 25 in the denominator. Now let's find the favorable outcomes for the different days. Now we know these are the same days. It means all the remaining one are the different days. So except this, the total were 25. So except these 5, all are different days. So we have 20 upon 25. That gives me 4 by 5. So this is the solution of the first question of exercise 15.2. Now let's see the second question of the exercise. Question 2 is given a die is numbered in such a way that its faces show the numbers 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 6. So it is not an ordinary die which we use that is having the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it shows 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 6. These are the 6 faces which shows. So we have this thing. Now what they say, it is thrown 2 times and the total score in 2 throws is noted. So we have to complete the table. Some of the things are filled, but let's do it once again. So these are the numbers in the first row and these are the numbers in the second row. So what we have to do, we have to just add. So let's add it up. So this 1 plus 1 becomes 2. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. Then again 3. Then we have 4, 4 and then we have 7. Right? So 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4, then again 4, then we have 5, then we have 5 and then we have 8. Now again since this is 2, so we have a repeat of this. This is 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 8. Then again we add 3, so this is 4, this is 5, 5, 6, 6, 9. Again the repeat 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 9. And finally I added 6, so this is 7, 8, 8, 9, 9 and then we have 12. So these are the sums. Now what? What we have to find now, probability that the total score is even, the first part. So the first part, P of even number. So let's write the formula, that is favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. Now we see the total outcomes here will be 36. Now favorable outcome for the even, you see this one is even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So this is 18 by 36. It comes out to be 1 by 2, right? Now the second part. They say that sum is equal to 6. So we again have the formula and then we write upon 36. So let's see where the sum is 6. So you can see clearly these are the 4 places where the sum is 6. So we have 4 favorable outcomes. This comes out to be 1 by 9. Excuse me. And finally they say P equals to sum is at least 6. Now what does at least 6 means? At least 6 means 6 or more. There are 2 words, one we use at least, one we use at most. In at least it is that number or the higher. For at most we say that number or the lower. So here we have at least 6, it means the sum should be 6 or more. So obviously the total outcomes are again 36. Now 6 or more we see. So this is 1. Don't read this, it can be confusing because this is the number of the dice actually. So these are the sum. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and then these 4, 15. So this is 15 by 36 and we cancel it by 3, so this is 5 by 12, right? So this is the solution of question number 2. Let's go to the next question now. Now in question number 3 it is given a bag contains 5 red balls and some blue balls. So we have a question of balls here. Now it is given that we have 5 red balls. Number of red balls is 5. And there are some blue balls. We don't know how many blue balls are there. So we suppose let number of blue balls is equal to x. So obviously the total will be x plus 5. These are the total number of balls. Now what we say that the probability of drawing a blue ball is double that of the red ball. So let's find the probability of red ball. So P of red, so we have the formula favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. So this is the probability of red, and the probability of blue will be x upon x plus 5. Now what they say that the probability of blue ball is double the probability of red ball, and we have to find the number of blue balls in the bag. So we have the relation probability of blue is 2 times probability of red. We substitute the values. So this is x upon x plus 5 equals to 2 multiplied by 5 upon x plus 5. So after simplifying we get x equals to 10. It means the number of blue balls is 10. Let's see the fourth question. In the fourth question, again there is the same question. It's given a box contains 12 balls out of which x are black. So we have total balls here. Right? So total balls are 12 and the number of black balls. So number of black balls here is equals to x. Now let's say if one ball is drawn at random from the box, what is the probability that it will be a black ball? So since we have x only, so we can say probability of black, that is favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. So that is x by 12, right? Now we have the second part also. They say if 6 more black balls are put in the box. Now it's given 6 more black balls are put in the box. So when we add 6 more black balls, so total balls will be, this means total balls, that will be 12 plus 6 equals to 18, and total black balls, it comes out to be x plus 6. Now they say the probability of drawing a black ball is now double of what it was before. Now whatever the probability comes out now, this is double of the previous one. So let's find the probability of new probability. So that will be x plus 6 upon 18. Now this probability is double of this. So we simplify this and then find the value of x. So we have the relation, this x plus 6 upon 18 is 2 times x by 12. So we just cancel out, this is 6, this 6 cancel with here 18, this is 3. So this means x plus 6 is equal to 3x, or I get 6 equals to 2x, or x equals to 3. So initially we had 3 black balls. So we can just find it also. Initially when you put 3 here, so 3 by 12 is 1 by 4, and if I put 3 here, this is 9 by 18, it becomes 1 by 2. So obviously 1 by 2 is double of 1 by 4. This is how we can verify also. Now let's go to the last question of this optional exercise. They say there is a jar which contains 24 marbles. Some are green and others are blue. So total marbles is 24. Now we don't know how many are green and how many are blue. So we suppose let number of green marbles equals to x. So this means number of blue marbles, I hope it's blue only. Yeah, it's blue only. So this is 24 minus x. Now to say, if a marble is drawn at random from the jar, the probability that it is green is 2 by 3. So probability of green is 2 by 3. Let's find the probability of green ball first. So we have favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. So that is x by 24. Also, the probability of green ball is 2 by 3. So this means that x by 24 is equal to 2 by 3. So I get the value of x as 16. So that means the number of green marbles is 16. But we have to find the number of blue marbles. So therefore, number of blue marbles is equal to 24 minus 16, and we get the answer as 8. So right here friends, this was all about the optional exercise of the probability. I hope you have understood everything, and you must have written the notes also. Still, if you find any difficulty, I'll request you to just write in the comment section about any solution, right? So make sure to like my video and subscribe to my channel. This is your host signing off. Goodbye and take care.